Latin America really missed out on what was a productivity miracle in the last 2 decades. Yeah, well, I think first of all, it's important to recognize that that's important for business, that the future is going to be one, hopefully, which is low in carbon emissions and where business actually benefits the broad population. But I think what's important for business to do is to focus on what it's good at, which is innovation. It's good at taking risks, it's good at investment to solve those problems. So many things that we think about as sustainability and inclusion are really about businesses doing what they do best, but focusing on those areas that are those problems. So it's both a balance of sustainability and reducing emissions as well as competitiveness. It's also about affordability to the population, and it's also about energy security. So making sure that at the same time you're really providing energy at a low cost for the broader population. But how do you do that? Again, I think you look for the opportunities to do what business can do best. So for example, there are huge investments that are needed to make the green transition. A lot of them are already profitable, and a lot of them will become profitable over time if businesses are innovating. So that's one area. So Latin America, for example, can fit into supply chains for renewables. They have a lot of the important commodities and minerals. There's also opportunities to think about adaptation. So we know that climate change is happening. We know that the region needs infrastructure. So building a resilient infrastructure now will be cheaper in the long run and actually contribute to long-term growth. I think it's not necessarily picking winners and which sectors are going to be the highest. In general, we see that countries that invest more and that move into sectors that are higher in technology and more complex are the ones that grow the fastest. Median country in the world went up 6 times higher in productivity. In that period, Latin America grew less than 2% at that time. So the question is, how do you get back on track in that? And again, it's investment, it's adopting the technologies that already exist that can lift productivity. And then it's parts of the economy that really can move to the frontier and think about research and development and innovation. But all of those can happen at once. Many strategies that are profitable can have a positive impact. So the first thing that companies do is deliver products and services that benefit consumers and pay incomes. And the better you do that, the more you're going to uplift people. However, for each dollar of income, there's also ways that you can increase the social benefit, right? So thinking about the ways in which flexible workforces or reduced cost to transport to work. There are a lot of things that companies can do at very little cost that actually really benefit their workforce or their customers. So the main thing is delivering good products, paying incomes, but then also thinking about, how do I reach the best benefit for my own workforce, suppliers, and customers? And ultimately, in the long run, that's what lifts the productivity of a company.